Do you have outfit blindness? Now, surely you must have seen on TikTok that there's a trend going around at the moment that's saying, do I have eyebrow blindness? Do I have blush blindness? And it's people showing pictures of themselves with rather strange looking eyebrows or rather strange looking blush patterns or whatever. Generally, I'm not much of a makeup expert, so I look at them and think, oh, that's a beautiful girl. I can't tell what's wrong with it. However, clothes I'm a lot more critical of, and I very much enjoy the judgment and the criticism. I'm a heavy pessimist. I enjoy making critical remarks. Let's not lie, having an opinion is definitely more interesting than just agreeing with everything. For today's video, I want to talk about outfit blindness and share my opinions on the topic. This concept is definitely applicable in everyday life. I worked as a primary school teacher for a while, year 2, 7-year-olds, the sweetest little things you've ever seen in your life, and I definitely came across this problem with them. They would have to write tiny little micro essays. They would write these beautiful, beautiful stories full of funny little 7-year-old things, like a Minecraft flavoured ice cream or something like that. And the thing was that we would always have improvement lessons. So they would write this core piece of writing, and the next day or the next week or whatever, whenever that lesson popped up again, we'd have a whole lesson of just improving that piece of writing, so it was as best it could be for being assessed. I found that in every single one of these lessons, the teacher was giving the children far too much time to analyse, criticise, rework what they'd already written. It more often than not ended up in the kids overdoing their editing. So they would start taking out things that were really good, or they would start misspelling words that were spelt right in the beginning because they were just given too much time to go through, and it just all becomes too much. You don't need to make it that complicated. It was fine in the beginning. I'm sure artists out there will have the same thing, that you want to add a little bit of detail here, add a little bit of detail here because you think, oh, it's a bit boring, until you get to the point where you've just added far too much and it looks absolutely bizarre. This idea and this concept, I truly and wholeheartedly believe exists with clothing. So what is outfit blindness? Outfit blindness, I believe, is when you go out in an outfit that you think in that moment is absolutely fabulous and absolutely wonderful, best outfit you've ever worn in your life, feel classy, feel trendy, feel absolutely most fashionable person in the world. You may have taken an Instagram picture, you may have an Instagram story of one of your friends that you see sometime later, and you look back at it and you think, what on earth was I thinking? That is the most awful outfit I've ever worn in my life. How did someone not tell me that was a bad outfit? But the thing is in that moment, you genuinely do not realise that that is an interesting outfit. No, let's not call it interesting. That is a bad outfit. I feel like other people can be more critical because you yourself become blind to your own outfit. I think there are different categories, I believe, of outfit blindness, which I will go through now, in fact. I think the first one, obviously, is you're wearing too many items of clothing. This is different to the minimalism and maximalism argument. I think that there are some people who are true maximalists and some people who are true minimalists, some people who just need to know what they're wearing is enough. And I think that you can tell when someone's style suits them. Trends are leaning towards maximalism at the moment. However, I believe that you can tell when someone has seen someone else wearing a trend, and it's almost like that they've read what the trend is and then just looked in their wardrobe for what it is. The greatest example for this, I believe, is skirt over pants. You'll read online, you'll see an Instagram post, something of a beautiful, beautiful girl wearing skirt over pants, and you think, oh my goodness, this is wonderful. That girl looks absolutely incredible. You think, oh my gosh, I have to do that. You forget about the picture, but you remember this concept of skirt over pants. And what you do is, this is not your style. This is you thinking, I really like that image. I really like that girl. That was the most fabulous image ever. And you just go to your wardrobe, pick out any old skirt, pick out any old pants, and just slap them together. And there's just not that cohesion. There's not that personality that original person once had. This is the faux pas of the Instagram girl or the trendsetter. I feel like there is definitely an Instagram aesthetic now, going through these trends and not personalizing them, it not looking like their own take on the image. Going back to skirt over pants, I think that there are definitely ways of this being done where it is more tasteful and where you can see the person's own fashion sense coming into the outfit. And on the other hand, I think that there's definitely the Instagram girl and the trendsetter, the outfit blind person, may I say, who has seen it's a trend and wants to do it too, and it loses the personality. It will be the kind of image that you see in a couple of years' time when the trend is no longer happening. So you think, now why didn't anyone tell me? Next thing on my list is, are you wearing something too trendy? So this definitely goes along with the last point I was making, that are you wearing too many items of clothing, items that are a sign of the times. Trends do go in and out of fashion very quickly, even more so now than ever before. So this example, I'm trying to pull away from the too many items, and this is a separate argument where the items are too trendy. Particularly, I think the football jersey outfit, which, oh my gosh, can you stop talking about it? We've heard it enough now. No, because I need you all to hear this. This is a very interesting educational podcast. So with this, it's not necessarily that you've gone and just slapped on an unnecessary amount of clothing. It's that you're wearing it in a trendy way that people haven't done before, but people are now doing in this current time. It's very ubiquitous. You can see it in everyone, and everyone starts looking the same in a way that they haven't done it before, in a very trendy way. It just makes it seem like it's not you. It doesn't look like it fits you. And for example, with the football jersey, the ubiquitous way of wearing this at the moment is a football jersey and then very dainty other clothing. So you've got a little skirt, you've got bows. The fact that it all looks very the same makes it very recognizable, and I think will make it very old in the future. However, there are ways of combating this outfit blindness. Football jerseys are nothing new. People have been wearing football jerseys since the dawn of football. I myself am not a football fan. I mean, you think this plays football. However, I appreciate the football jersey and the culture around it. As a British person in the Euros at the moment, I was out on a walk at the time of the Euros, and when someone scored, honestly, I don't even know. I don't know what it was. However, I knew that someone scored because I was out in the middle of a field, and I think I heard the whole country cheer in unison, which was nice, which is lovely. Unless you have copious amounts of Oreos and lots of puppies, I will not be in the same room as a television showing the football. I think that there is a tasteful way of doing the football jersey. The fight white dads of the country have been doing football jersey and jeans forever, and it's not something that you think, that's an interesting outfit in years to come. Similarly, football players. I couldn't name you a single football player. I couldn't recognise a single football player. However, the way that football players wear their own clothing is more appropriate and more fitting to their style and to what they're doing, and it just makes it seem a little bit more cohesive than the football jersey pairing it with lots of beads and jewellery. Do you see what I mean? Next thing on my list, again, these all follow on from each other, is wearing too many trends at the same time. If you are wearing an outfit where you are piling on the trends, again, it's going to look very distinct to 2024 or wherever you wore that outfit. I saw this great video comparing their style now to their style back in like lockdown era 2020 when everyone was wearing pastel colours and stuff like that. And obviously they were looking back 4 years ago and thinking, wow, those were awful outfits. But at the time, they were blind to the fact that this was an awful outfit, and they were just wearing what was trendy, what everyone else was trendy. And in that moment, that is, I feel like that is fine. That is actually okay, and people are wearing these and fitting in, and lots of people do actually really like these outfits. However, for me, for my personal style, honestly, wear whatever you wear. I say it often and I'll say it again, I don't care what you wear. Wear what you like, wear what you feel confident in. You are a beautiful girl, and I really hope that whatever you wear makes you happy. You are not wearing things because you've seen it on Instagram. So for me, my idea of a fashionable outfit is not exactly going to be what's trending. I have a style that I know I feel comfortable in, which is not this ever-changing Instagram trend. I feel like the ever-changing Instagram trend girls on the internet, they will pile on the trends all at once, all together. Pick your side, I feel. If you like this trend, wear that trend. You can't possibly really think that every single one of the trends going on at the moment is your personal style. And if you do, that's great, fine, I don't care. But it doesn't look authentic, and I think people can tell. May I be ignorant enough to say I can tell? I think the idea of personal style and it not suiting you is actually very important to this outfit blindness idea. You can see that what you're wearing doesn't suit the look that you're going for. I'm not quite sure how to explain that, but you can just tell if someone suits the outfits that they're wearing or if someone is trying to follow another person. After explaining those, I want to go into some examples of outfit blindness I've seen. And of course, all of these are very similar looking because I feel like I can pick out themes in this outfit blindness concept. So I had a lot of people saying in my trends video that over-accessorizing is not a trend for them. And let me tell you that this is kind of the idea that I'm talking about. If the trend suits you, if you pick one of these trends, you can tell that it's their style, it's your style. And I think that there are definitely ways of doing this that are trendy and that are outfit blind, and there are ways that are doing it that are people's personal style. I'll show you a couple of examples, and one thing that definitely comes to mind, these big clay polymer rings, and absolutely everyone was wearing them. Everyone thought they were absolutely so cool. Big polymer clay rings with long false nails. And we look back to that now and think, that wasn't great. That wasn't great, let's not lie. And people don't do it anymore because that was a trend, that was cool back then, and now it's not. And I think that this over accessorizing thing can be done in that kind of way, but also there is a way that it is done by people who have done it for absolutely ever. This old witch doctor, gypsy lady kind of way, which is great, which is a personal style, and I feel like it transcends time. It's not a sign of the times for them. Next thing I wanted to talk about was this bandana, hat, sunglasses combo. I've seen this a lot. The fact that it's so ubiquitous makes it so boring and trendy. I really do think that this really is the epitome of outfit blindness. Do you get what I mean if I say writing down what the trends are, reading it and applying the trend, rather than going to your wardrobe, looking in the mirror thinking, is this okay? Does this look nice? Because obviously wearing a headscarf is nothing new. If you put on a headscarf, it is not a bad outfit. I'm thinking Slavic grandmas, and I'm thinking lovely, absolutely wonderful. It's the particular way that people are doing them that make them trendy that I think is outfit blind. Now, to finish this video, I wanted to talk to you about how we may combat outfit blindness. Take frequent breaks, take a chill pill, take a sec, cup of hot squash, put on the telly for a little bit halfway through doing your outfit, and come back to it and think, did I really need that extra belt, that extra thing dangling off my t-shirt or whatever? Another way of combating this is thinking, has this ever been done before? If it has never been done in history before, then it's going to be a trend. It's going to be a short-lived trend. And I think that it's going to look odd in years to come when we look back at it. May I draw your attention back to the lockdown phase of fashion, where everyone was on TikTok and everyone was going through clothing they thought was absolutely fabulous then, and it is absolutely fabulous then. Now you have to understand that what I'm doing with this video is I'm trying to save you from your future self, save you from spending your money on trends that I know that you won't enjoy in future. Honestly, this is not a criticism to you, this is a criticism to media, Instagram, the trends. But these people who I've shown you, these are beautiful girls. These are beautiful, beautiful girls who have lost their sense of style to Pinterest, to Instagram. I need to take breaks from Instagram and Pinterest because I feel like sometimes I look at things and I think, oh my gosh, I love that. When really it's not my style. It's not something that I would ever have worn before. It's because I have seen someone else do it. We are sacrificing our personal style to look like Instagram girls. We're all spending too much time on Pinterest. So that was everything I have today. I really hope that you have discovered whether you think that you are outfit blind. Just remember, you are a beautiful girl. You know what suits you. You know what to wear. Wear that. You don't need to be copying everyone else because you are fashionable, you are stylish, you are beautiful. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please don't take anything I say too seriously. I love you all so much. Please follow me on Instagram and TikTok, and I'll see you very incredibly soon.